What's going on, Wolfpack? You're very welcome to another video here on Degenerate Watch. Thank you very much for joining me. In this video we're off to Cambridgeshire in England, and more specifically to the city of Peterborough. The city of Peterborough being most well known for its 12th and 13th century Gothic style cathedral. And sadly in this video we're not going to be sightseeing in the city, we're actually on a road on the outskirts of Peterborough. And we're going to be stepping out with an officer from Cambridgeshire Police as he makes a traffic stop on a suspicious vehicle. Let's take a look.
Morning.
How are you?
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Cool. Just stopping to speak to you.
Yeah?
You got your driving licence on you at all, mate?
I don't have a driver's license. I have one, sorry. I have a driver's license. I lost it.
Oh, you lost it?
Yeah, okay. I did. I can give you, I've got a passport. No, I don't have my passport with me. I can give
Any
you my
ID,
name.
bank card, anything like that?
Bank card.
Is it your vehicle?
Yes, it is. I just pulled over because I got sick and I ate my dinner. And that was it, and then I fell asleep.
Cool. As I'm speaking to you,
Yeah.
I can smell cannabis in this vehicle.
Cannabis?
It smells like
I don't
cannabis.
have
Okay. Also,
Honestly, I don't.
have you not?
No. No, I don't. I don't, honestly. I
Okay.
don't smoke cannabis.
Also, there's also intelligence to believe that this vehicle's involved in drug supply.
Now I was not expecting that to be the reason why he was pulled over. He doesn't really have the look of your typical drug dealer, or even drug runner for that matter. But to give the gentleman the benefit of the doubt, there is a possibility that the vehicle has been put into the system previously because of some drug related activity, and he's bought the car subsequent to that and it's just still flagging up in the system. But the real crime here, folks, is the fact that he's driving a Nissan Juke, and I think he should have the book thrown at him just for that. I personally am not a fan of these cars. I think they're just horrible. I just don't like the way the headlight setup is at the front. Do let me know what you think down below in the comments.
Okay. So at the moment you're going to be stopped and searched under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act.
Really?
Yeah. I'm PC from Fortwood Police Station.
This is crazy.
Okay, listen to it. I'm PC from Fortwood Police Station. You are detained for the purposes of the search under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. Take a breath, take a breath. No. It's fine. Because
it's not fine.
If there's no drugs in the car, then it's fine, isn't it? So have a breath.
Can hold on a second.
So like I say,
back to work tomorrow.
It's fine, but you're not under arrest unless there's
I've been
drugs.
off for a year.
Okay, again, that's fine. You're not under arrest. You're not getting arrested. All right.
I think the officer's in disbelief there. It's like man's thrown in the towel already. The way he's acting is just a major red flag. But I have to say, I do like this officer. He's been very respectful, very calm and polite with this guy the whole time. It's great to see, and of course you have the added benefit of keeping things calm and not letting the situation escalate into something else.
Not at the moment. Like I say, unless suddenly I open the boot and there's like 10 kilos of cocaine or something in the boot. Do you know what I mean? So something really extreme, then my hands are tied.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There is something in the car.
What's in the car, mate?
There's a bag of stuff that I was taking to somebody's house.
Okay, when you say bag of stuff, what is it?
I have no clue because it was left at my house.
Okay, so...
And
well, but when you say stuff, is it illegal stuff or is it just stuff?
It's illegal stuff. It's illegal stuff.
Okay.
And I didn't want it in the house. That's why I got rid of it.
Okay. Just
I don't want any problems.
Let's slow down, okay.
Right. I put it all in one bag.
This is all in one bag?
Yes.
Okay.
When police searched the vehicle, they found more than £10,700 worth of various drugs, and that's around $13,000 worth. Drugs including cocaine, crystal meth, ketamine and catenones, which is also known as cat, were found in the car, along with £800 in cash, which is just under $1,000. As you'll probably notice, there was no cannabis found in the vehicle, despite the officer said he initially smelt cannabis coming from the vehicle. Now I know a lot of people will say, oh well, a lot of police officers just say that as an excuse to search the vehicle. And I'd be naive in saying that that's not the case sometimes. In this situation, the fact that the vehicle already had a marker on it for being involved in the supply of drugs would have given the officer cause enough to search the vehicle. So it makes no sense to me why he'd allege he smelled cannabis if he didn't. Because there's always the possibility that the guy did have a bit of a smoke either in the car or before he got into the car. It would probably help calm the nerves, what with the fact that he's driving around with a pick and mix drug shop in the back of his car.
So obviously because of what's been found, you are going to be getting arrested, okay? So at the moment you're under arrest on suspicion of possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. So you do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which later on court, and anything you do say may be given evidence. And obviously the reason for your arrest is to secure and preserve evidence by way of searches.
Say that again?
For searches, so we allow us to do searches, and to allow us to do a prompt investigation defence, so interview you, ask you questions, do things like downloads and things like that. That's a long way down the line.
How far down the line?
How far down the line? You're going to get interviewed, aren't you? Well, once you've been interviewed, then
Let's make it quick.
So listen to me. Toby, relax.
Oh my God.
Toby, relax and listen to me. So once you get interviewed, they basically make a decision whether they've got further inquiries, no further action or charge. Okay?
It's not going to be no further action or charge. I understand that. I just don't want to be in jail.
The driver of the car was 51-year-old Toby Bunting. He was spotted by officers of the neighbourhood support team parked up in a lay-by off the A47 between Eye and Torney, which is close to Peterborough. Bunting was arrested and a search of his home in Peterborough city centre was carried out, which uncovered a taser-style stun gun, a prohibited firearm. In a police interview, he claimed that he had been at a party the night before his arrest and that the host had asked him to get rid of the drugs, which had been taken there by partygoers. Downloads of his 3 mobile phones showed evidence of drug dealing. However, he claimed one of the phones had only recently been given to him and the messages must have been meant for somebody else. Somehow I don't think the police were going to buy that. Bunting later appeared at Cambridge Crown Court, where he was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison after admitting 2 counts of possession with intent to supply Class A, which was for the crystal meth and cocaine, 2 counts of possession with intent to supply Class B, which was for the ketamine and catenones, acquiring criminal property, namely the £800 in cash, and possession of a firearm for the taser. Detective Constable Lizzie Aspland, who investigated, said this was a great spot by our neighbourhood support team who came across Bunting parked up in a secluded area. They were in the right place at the right time and have taken more than £10,000 worth of harmful substances off our streets. Bunting initially denied any involvement with drug dealing, however the overwhelming evidence against him proved he was lying and ultimately gave him little choice but to plead guilty. And despite not wanting to go to jail, that's exactly where Mr. Bunting ended up. I was wondering to myself, how did he get caught up in all this, because he doesn't look like your typical drug dealer. And then it crossed my mind, was he being used as a mule by somebody else? But his story about collecting the drugs at some party that partygoers had left them behind after them just didn't make any sense. Or were they just stashing them there for the next session or what? So I went looking around a bit to see had he any previous. And while I came across 2 things, I can't actually confirm that they're the same man. One relates to a British man with the same name who was convicted of drug offences in the United States in 1998 and 2000. That same man who was involved in that US drug bust later was working as a prison nurse at Her Majesty's Prison, Peterborough. Some inappropriate behaviour went on at the prison, which led to the Nursing and Midwifery Council suspending the man for 6 months. He admitted to a number of offences, including using inappropriate language to describe his colleagues. The Nursing and Midwifery Council went on to say it was in the public interest that a skilled nurse could work again. They said he intended to do a return to practice course and would like to return to work again as a nurse in his field. The panel went on to say, "You apologise for your failings and demonstrated clear remorse and understanding of the impact those failings had on colleagues, patients and the reputation of the nursing profession." Now, as I said guys, I wasn't able to 100% confirm that that's the same guy that they're talking about in those 2 stories. I just thought it was interesting to mention as I came across it when I was doing some research for this video. Another point of interest about this case is that it's going to feature on Channel 4's 24 Hours in Police Custody. And that episode should be broadcast on Channel 4 at 9 PM on Monday the 13th of January. The episode will also feature a massive £1.5 million drug bust in Norfolk. So if you have access to Channel 4, that's definitely one to check out guys. If you've enjoyed the video today guys, I will ask you one favour, and that's to drop a like down below, as it does really help the channel out and it is very much appreciated. And if you like what we do here and you'd like to help support the channel and keep things moving forward, there's a couple of links down below in the description where you can do just that. Or alternatively, you can hit the little heart button down below this video to send us a super thanks. And as always, I want to give a massive shout out to the crew of legends that are my channel members. Thank you as always guys for your continued support and encouragement, it really does mean a lot. And a big shout out to everyone watching this with me on the premiere. Thank you very much for joining me guys. So that's about it for this video guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back in the next couple of days with another video as always. I do hope you'll join me then. But in the meantime, why not check out one of the videos that should be appearing on screen now. But until next time guys, stay safe, take care, peace.